So Nicola, what is miso?
Well, miso is a savory paste made from soybeans with or without grains, and it's fermented. So that's the key. So anything that is fermented is good for your gut. Good for the microbes in your gut, building up your health, your immune system, your digestive tract, warding off diseases. It's really good in cleaning toxins from your body, and in fact, after the Second World War, the Japanese used it for radiation sickness. Wow. So they've put it on their skin and taking it internally. Yeah. And so you can use miso just as a substitute for coffee or tea in your morning. Really? Or during, yeah, well and it actually does a lot more for you than, of course, your coffee, right?
So how do you cook with miso?
Well, it's a seasoning, so you don't need that much. So here's a bunch of different ones that I have here, ranging in color. So they go from light to dark. So, and they range in taste too, just like wine. Well, wine is fermented, beer is fermented, but this tends to be a little better for you in terms of health, right? So, well, some would say anyway. Anyways, so what you do is we're going to use a dashi miso, which contains a little bit of extra kelp and bonito. And bonito is shaved tuna. But so if you're vegetarian, you wouldn't really use this one. But what you do is you put a little bit into a bowl like this, and you add water, hot water. Now the water can't be, you can't add it to boiled water, because the boiling of the temperature destroys, I put a little bit too much in actually, but got a bit carried away, but it destroys the enzymes, so that would be not as beneficial. But traditionally when you're cooking, you'll see a lot of recipes where people do add it when they're cooking, and that's primarily just for seasoning, because there's a very distinct flavor.
You can smell it. It smells good.
Yeah, it does smell good. I did add a bit too much, but what you do is you just make it into a paste, and then for yourself, and this is what I do at home, or when I'm feeling a bit sick, I put a bit too much in, and then just add as much water as you want so it can be light or as dark. And actually, these are espresso cups, so it kind of is interesting to have it as a substitute. And then you just sip it, and that helps with digestion, helps build up your system, your immune system, and you can have it as different strength. And if you want to make it, if you just get bored with it just being, here you go, Sandy, just being just like this, you can add onions or you can add tofu. You can really add extra things in it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy
Yummy.
New Year.
Oh, it's delicious.
So that's just very light.
Yeah.
Very light. So, and that's what miso is. And it really is flying under the radar, because you hear people talking about superfood this, superfood that, but this has been around for centuries.
Yeah.
I mean, people have been using it for their health for centuries, right? So it's all about getting back to basics and just using what you can that's inexpensive. This is organic miso is only about $8 to $10, if that, for that, and that will last you for months.
And where can you buy it?
You can buy it health food stores, even Loblaws you can get it. If you want a lot of different ranges, go to T&T, Asian markets, Korean markets in Toronto, and like a lot of Bulk Barn even has a couple. So, but when you really get into it, it's just like wine.